You and Willie seem to have a seriously strong hand in the novice hurdle department, led by Vatour.
Yeah, Vatour obviously in the Supreme, as we said, and going on a bit further, you know, we've in the 2.5 mile Faheen, who's done absolutely nothing wrong, whose form is rock solid. He'll probably be accompanied with Radfinden and maybe Show Reef. You know, Willie is a very strong hand in the novice hurdlers, and picking the right ones is going to be the biggest job for me. You know, but there are lots of decent and good horses there, and they can be backed up with Briar Hill, who might go a bit further. Radfinden probably go a bit further. You know, and we've a couple in the Triumph as well: Gitan de Burley, Abby Seal, maybe Adriana de Martin, Ivan Grozny. You know, they probably have questions to answer, but we've a lot of decent horses. Briar Hill won the bumper last year. I can't see 3 miles being a problem for him if he was to go that road. I think he's a very good horse, and as I said, Faheen probably in the 2.5. He could be anything. He's a horse that we have never really gotten to the bottom of, and his bumper form is probably more exciting maybe than his hurdle form, but he's 3 from 3 over hurdles.
And like Faheen, he hasn't been tested at all by Willie. He's just given him 3 nice races. He hasn't let him come off the bridle, and obviously that was pre-planned on Willie's part, you would imagine.
I'd say it was. Willie doesn't. He tends to pre-plan a lot of things without anybody knowing, and you know, he has mapped this out for Faheen. The form of his races, actually, if you look into them, the horses he's beaten a couple of decent horses who've been a long way behind him. He could be anything. His bumper form, as I said, is rock solid, and I think a true run race will really suit him. And
the big advantage surely with Vatour, A, he's a brilliant jumper, but B, he got 2 1/4 standing on his head in Leopardstown. That has to be
a help. I wouldn't been fortunate enough to have won 3 Supreme Novices, all on stayers. Noland, Alfaroff, Champagne Fever. They were, you know, galloping, jumping, staying horses. So he fits my criteria. I'm not saying it's an exact science, but it's the kind of horse I like to be riding in the race, and he fits that bill.
And Briar Hill, we know he's a lazy devil. Has he shown any sort of more sparkle on the gallops, or is it the same old story?
Same old story, but I maybe the time to start worrying is when he is showing sparkle. What's gone wrong? He's still Briar Hill, the horse he always was. You know, workmanlike, but saves his best for the track, and that's to be admired.